Kayak Fishing Tales is brought to you by Ocean Kayak, makers of the Trident and Ultra series of fishing kayaks, and the Torque, which features a removable Minn Kota motor. Check them out at oceankayak.com.
Over the past 4 years, I've been very fortunate to go kayak fishing all over the world. Although it has been awesome, it hasn't been without its challenges. So today I'm going to pass on a few tricks that I've learned over my travels to make things as painless and productive as possible. Now, the first thing you need to do is gather as much information about the destination that you plan on visiting. In particular, you want to investigate the kayaking conditions and the species available. Now, with the growth of kayak fishing around the world, you'll find that most kayak fishing communities have an online presence. Ask a question on one of their forums and you're bound to get more information than you'll ever need. I've found that kayak anglers all over the world are just as passionate about the sport as we are and love to share that information with others. With the information you've gathered, you're going to be able to give yourself a good gear list so you'll be prepared for your trip. Traveling with your fishing kayak is pretty much out of the question. You'll need to hook up with a resort or outfitter that has kayaks. It's pretty hard to expect that a kayak rental shop or resort that you're staying at is going to have kayaks fully rigged for fishing. That's why I always bring my own seat, because then I know I've at least got the 2 rod holders that are built into it, so I'm going to be ready to fish on any kayak they have. I also always bring along my own Werner paddle. It just makes me that much happier on the water. Now, you can bring along a 4-piece paddle that'll fit inside your luggage, or I generally bring this 2-piece paddle in a paddle bag, which I then strap to my rod tube. In most cases, that's only going to count as 1 piece of luggage. Now, on the topic of rod tubes, some rod tubes are better for traveling than others. If you're hopping onto a small plane, an 8-foot rod tube can cause some major headaches. That's why I try to keep my rods in the 6.5-foot range. Then I use a Plano jumbo rod case with wheels. Now, there's a couple reasons I really like to use this rod tube. One is that it's telescoping, which means that I can adjust it to the length of the rods that I'm using, whether they're an 8-footer or down to a 6-footer. Another reason I like it is that it's very large in diameter, so I can also wrap my clothes around my fishing rods to protect them. Since most airlines let you check 2 pieces of luggage without a hefty surcharge, this works great because it leaves my other bag free to carry my kayak seat, fishing tackle, PFD, and other odds and ends. On top of that, by wrapping the clothes around the rods, it gives them a lot of protection. Now, in my carry-on luggage, I generally carry my reels, electronics, and any other important items I don't want to get lost, including an extra set of clothes. If you're going to be bringing a fish finder or bait tank, you want to make sure you pack those batteries in your checked baggage. I also, for my carry-on, I use the Shimano bait tank, so I've always got a bait tank with me if I need it. One of the best ways to make your trip as productive as possible is to hook up with a local kayak fishing guide for the area, even for just the first day. The information you'll gather from them about how to fish the area and what bait to use, where to locate that fish, can make a huge difference. Well, I hope these little tips help you out on your next kayak fishing adventure. Until next time, I'm Jim Sammons, and we'll see you on the water.
For more tips and your chance to win a fantastic kayak fishing package that includes an Ocean Kayak Trident fishing kayak and ex officio clothing, visit KayakFishingShow.com.